we've decided that the Straits Times Singaporean of the year 2021 is Mr. Sakti Balan.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, the Straits Times Singaporean of the year 2021.
Giving a new lease of life to a baby he had never met, the Straits Times Singaporean of the Year speaks to the big story. Concerned about the rising cost of living, Finance Minister Lawrence Wong says support measures will be announced next week. And hoping for lucky numbers, long queues for Toto tickets ahead of Friday's $16 million draw. You're watching The Big Story. I'm Olivia Quay. You can subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you don't miss a single episode. A stranger donating part of his liver to a one-year-old girl is the Straits Times Singaporean of the Year 2021. Many congratulations to 28-year-old Shakti Balan Balathanda Youtham. It all started in July 2020 when he came across a plea on Instagram by a young couple looking for a liver donor for their one-year-old daughter, Rhea. Well, after several rounds of tests, he donated 23% of his liver to the child in September that year. He was discharged 4 days after the operation and soon resumed life as normal. Well, little Rhea is on immunosuppressants to prevent organ rejection, but is doing well. At the ceremony a short time ago, Guest of Honour President Halimah Yacob presented the award to him. The Straits Times Singaporean of the Year award, now in its 7th year, is given to a Singaporean individual or group that has made an impact on society.
The ST Singaporean of the Year finalists challenge us to think and act beyond our ordinary capabilities. They make us feel uncomfortable to continue living in our comfort zones, occupied with ourselves, but to exceed even our own expectations. In the current pandemic, when our everyday lives can appear rather gloomy and mundane, they lift our spirits and show that nothing can stand in the way of humanity.
The videos really show what this award is all about. It's about recognizing the efforts of everyday Singaporeans, folks like you and I, who are really doing extraordinary things, going beyond themselves. And from the videos, I think you can see the range of things that they're doing for themselves, for the community, for putting Singapore on the world map. And they do it, and they make us proud of them, and they make us proud to call ourselves fellow Singaporeans. So thank you for that, and thank you for inspiring us today.
We can now hear from the Singaporean of the Year himself. He's with my colleague, Haryanto Diman.
Well, that's right, Olivia. I'm right here at the UBS University where we just concluded the awards ceremony, and I'm with the man himself, the winner of this year's Straits Times Singaporean of the Year 2021, Mr. Shakti Balan. Shakti, tell us, how are you feeling right now?
I'm extremely happy, and thank you very, very much, everyone who has actually voted for me. And I'm very, very happy that I've been selected as the winner for 2021. Really, really, thank you very much.
And Shakti, I understand that you are still in contact with the family. Your story is very inspiring. Tell us more about that.
So actually, after the operation, I got very nervous because I was observing them on Facebook and Instagram, like various updates like, oh, she's doing better, the donor's feeling fine. And I'm like, so where's the girl? When do I get to see her? So after a month, I decided to quietly message the father and say, hi, how's your daughter doing? I heard the operation was good. And he immediately started asking me, it was you, right? And I was like, yes, it's me. And from then, we started talking about her, how things have been recovering for each other, and of course, various updates, like she's going to school, today is New Year's, today is her birthday, today is the father's birthday. So we have become from friends to family, and I've been very, very close to them. I really feel like Sunil's brother at this point of time. I think they're watching right now as well.
And Shakti, tell us, when you saw the plea the first time on social media, what went through your head? Why did you decide to reach out and offer your help?
Okay, so we understand that organ donation is not as simple as blood donation because your blood just has to match. But when it comes to organ donation, the rejection rate is extremely high. So more, the merrier in this sense would be the right term. And I felt, okay, I'm still young, I still have time to recover, and why not? I too step up. It's not about just I step up, but I too. It's a crowd effort, and it takes a lot of people to come down together because I think you've seen the video as well. It takes 99 people to find one. So she's not the only one out there who's looking for an organ donor. There are a lot of people, hundreds of people here in Singapore alone that are waiting for organ donors. And I think this is the right step forward, and I decided to go for it.
And, now you are an advocate for organ donation. Tell us, what are your next plans? What are you hoping to achieve moving forward?
Okay, so for me, I will still continue donating blood, maybe for the rest of my life, and until someone tells me no. Other than that, I've actually committed myself that after I pass on with my life, I would hope all my organs are donated for good use. And there's actually a way that you can actually apply for it, where all your organs are used for either research purposes or donated for people that actually need it very urgently. And that's what I've done on a personal accord. Above that, online, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, what's the pain like? What do I need to do? Who do I find? Where can I find more information about these stuff? Never mind the information, what did you go through? All these informations, yes, I would love to share my story with you guys. And if I can have one more than, if we have 10, I would like 11. And if I get 11, I want 12. More people to come forward, because the number of people waiting out there, the list, it's long. And we can actually have a longer donor list who are ready to donate instead of having people waiting for donors.
Well, thank you so much, Shakti, and of course, all the best in your future endeavors, and congratulations once again. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our Straits Times Singaporean of the Year 2021 winner, Mr. Shakti Balan. Now it's back to you at the studio, Olivia.
Well, thanks so much, gentlemen. You can re-watch the full awards ceremony on the Straits Times' digital platforms, Facebook and YouTube channels. Congratulations once again to Shakti Balan, Bala Thunder Youtham, Singaporean of the Year 2021. In other news, in a video message on his social media channels, Finance Minister Lawrence Wong addressed Singaporeans' concerns about the rising cost of living ahead of the February 18th budget statement, during which more details about the planned GST hike are expected to be announced. Now, Mr. Wong says the hike will generate the additional revenue needed to better care for Singapore's elderly and growing healthcare needs, but reassures that there will be measures to cushion the impact of the increase.
Singapore is now at a critical turning point. We are still seeing through the pandemic today. At the same time, we are working hard to build a better Singapore for tomorrow. To do so, we will need to invest more in our people and our social infrastructure. The GST increase will help generate the revenues we need for this purpose. The additional GST revenue will go towards supporting our growing healthcare needs and enable us to better take care of our seniors. I know many of you are concerned about the cost of living, and this is why we will have a comprehensive set of measures in place to cushion the impact of GST on lower income and middle income households as well as retirees. Take the example of a couple earning $5,000 a month with 2 children. They will receive around $6,500 in benefits under the assurance package. That works out to about 10 times the extra GST they have to pay each year. Besides these transitional offset measures, we will also permanently enhance the GST voucher scheme to better support our lower income families. I will share more details in the coming budget next Friday, so stay tuned.
Mr. Wong will deliver Singapore's Budget 2022 statement in Parliament on the 18th at 3:30 p.m. The Straits Times will air the speech live on our website, Facebook and YouTube channels. In a statement to ST, airfreight ground handler SAT says all cargo backlog accumulated at Changi Airport's terminals has been cleared. Well, this pileup from last week was a result of a triple whammy of COVID-19 infections among airport staff, a surge in shipments and the Chinese New Year holiday. But import operations have now stabilised, with incoming cargo being processed at the regular rate, although SAT is still working out some shipment details from the backlog. Long queues forming at Singapore Pools outlets across the island today ahead of Friday's $16 million Toto Hong Bao draw, possibly the biggest amount in Toto history. This particular queue in Bendemeer Road seems to go on forever, with all these punters hoping to strike it big this year. Across the causeway, Johor voters will head to the polls for the State Assembly election on March the 12th. Nomination day will be 2 weeks earlier on February 26th. Now, it'll be a fractured race with Barisan Nasional and Perikatan Nasional candidates contesting each other and Pakatan Harapan component parties campaigning under different flags. The film award season is in full swing, with Jane Campion's The Power of the Dog leading the Oscars field. 12 nominations in all, including nods for Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst and director Jane Campion. Coming a close second with 10 nominations, the box office epic Dune, including for Best Picture, but it didn't land any nominations for acting or Best Director. And in the battle for Best Original Song, superstars Beyonce and Billie Eilish getting their first ever Oscar nominations. Beyonce for the song Be Alive for King Richard, Billie Eilish for No Time to Die, the James Bond theme song. Film correspondent John Louis joins me now. So John, let's have your predictions first. For Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor and Best Actress, for each of those categories, who would win and who do you think should win?
Okay, let's start at Best Picture. Of the films, I think The Power of the Dog has the momentum behind it, so I think that will win. But my personal choice will be Nightmare Alley. It's a crime thriller. I think it deserves more love and it's not getting the love it should. If you have a chance, I think it's still showing in Singapore. Go watch it. For Best Director, again, it's The Power of the Dog. Director Jane Campion, who's from New Zealand. She has a lot of love. She's got a lot of affection in Hollywood. So I think she's going to win it. But, you know, it's not a big choice, not big range of choice there, but my personal favorite would be Licorice Pizza, which is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. I think that's a superior film. It's got a lot more texture and of course, it's got a bit of comedy. I like comedy. For Best Actor, I think it'll be a close fight between Benedict Cumberbatch from The Power of the Dog and Will Smith from King Richard. The two of them will go head to head. Both of them have got 2 nominations each from previous films, no wins. And yeah, and I'll stick with that. So I think either one is deserving of a win, in my opinion. For Best Actress, it looks like it's going to be a fight between Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, which is on Netflix, and Nicole Kidman, which is a biopic called Being the Ricardos. I haven't seen it, so I can't say much. But my personal favorite would be Olivia Colman for The Lost Daughter, which I've seen, and it's on Netflix. I've also seen Kristen Stewart, who's in the other nominated film for Best Actress, and that is Spencer, which is the biopic of Princess Diana. She's good in it, but I don't think that she is as good as Olivia Colman.
Well, let's talk about the nominations that we didn't see. Lady Gaga is, one notable snub this year. But so let's start off with Lady Gaga. I want to hear your thoughts on that, John. But could you also talk about the other notable snubs?
Yeah, so Lady Gaga, I liked her a lot. A lot of people like her. but she was snubbed. She was a favorite going into the contest, but then her name just vanished. I think it's because, you know, like Oscar voters, they're very conservative. They're not like you and me, film fans. They are industry professionals voting for other industry professionals. So it's actresses voting for other actresses. And I think they vote for what they respect, not vote for what they enjoy. So while they might have enjoyed Lady Gaga's performance, they didn't respect it enough. So what I think is happened with Lady Gaga is that her performance, you know, she plays an outsized Italian person, Patrizia in House of Gucci, which is a crime thriller. So that might have worked against her. First of all, it's a crime thriller, and her performance was engaging, but didn't get enough respect. Some other snubs were, I love this film called Pig, which is a kind of a drama about grief starring Nicolas Cage. I think it was snubbed for Best Actor for Nicolas Cage and also for Best Film. Also missing from the list is The Green Knight, which is starring Dev Patel. And I thought it was a great film. It's a myth about set in medieval times about King Arthur. Loved it. Not there. And director Denis Villeneuve for the science fiction epic Dune. His name is also mysteriously missing from the Best Director list. So those are the few notable snubs.
Thanks very much, John. John Louis there, the Straits Times' film correspondent. Let's see how those predictions pan out at the Academy Awards on March the 27th. Visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by hitting the red button below. I'm Olivia Quay. See you tomorrow on The Big Story.